On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10. Here we go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, fourth fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards, so just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Starting the drive was Snell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trying to run forward with Snell. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Give him 14 on the play. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Snell again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now here's Johnson. Oh, nice spin.
That brought back bad numbers.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to show.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. The 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with the football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. And this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A run for Snell. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick six for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Snell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here's Snell on 3rd down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Wide open is Watkins, he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he coughed it up. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They run the counter. Snell, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Roethlisberger, the pass complete to Claypool. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 34. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Snell. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the third-year man from NC State is Jalen Samuels. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's got some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, it's Watson. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. To the air yet again, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Browns 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to run again with Snell. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Y'all not ready.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Minkah Fitzpatrick on recovery.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let him know. Let him know.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Make him play ball, baby. Make him play ball.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it will wind up a 500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just